everybody, from the Astrodome in Houston. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Tonight, game 2 of the series, the Phils and the Houston Astros. Bobby Munoz will go for the Phillies tonight, and Doug Gray back for Houston. Eric Callis with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. And Whitey, the Phillies have been inconsistent in the first couple of months of play in this 94 season. One guy that hasn't been inconsistent, Jim Eisenreich.
Amazing. He's hitting in the 320s, and he's hitting over 400 in his last 16 ball games. He doesn't do well in April very often. He says he doesn't like April. He's from Minnesota, a cold weather state, but he doesn't like to play in the cold weather. He likes it a little warmer. It's amazing what he's done. You know, he lost 4 years because of that Tourette syndrome, and he's been an inspiration to a lot of people.
He's really done a fine job. Doug Graybeck going for Houston tonight, coming off his Player of the Month honors for the month of May. Wheels, and is it possible for the Phillies to beat Graybeck twice within a week?
It's going to be tough, Harry. Yeah, twice in 1 week. You know, if the Phillies hadn't beaten him last Sunday, he would have been 6-1 in the month of May. He was 5-1 with a 1.65 earned run average to win Pitcher of the Month in the National League. He's just one of the best pitchers in baseball. Hard to believe last year he led the league in losses with 18 of them when you're as good as Doug Graybeck. But I think he had a little pressure last year coming down here as a free agent. He's from this area. But right now he seems to have really righted his ship. And sure, the Phillies can beat him tonight because, you know, that's why you play these things. But he will give the Phillies a tough time tonight, as he does everybody he pitches against.
Doug Graybeck goes against Bobby Munoz. Starting lineups for you right after these messages. Phillies baseball is being brought to you by Smooth Busch Beer and easy drinking Busch Light. The Yellow Pages 9 out of 10 people use. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. By Chevrolet. The cars and trucks 36 million people depend on every day. Genuine Chevrolet. Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. For 56 years, the health insurance company you can lean on.
Cowboy, still a modern-day hero, standing up for what's right as he rides across this land. He still earns every dollar to pass through his hands. So here's to the cowboy as he heads for the mountains. No place he'd rather be than right here. So come on along and head for the mountains of Busch.
I work Saturdays and Sundays. It's not a job. It's a dedication. I don't think you can teach someone to tune. You just got to practice until it's natural, just like breathing. There seems something mystic about it. So much beauty comes out of music.
Mellon PSFS, you're why we do our very best.
Come on, push yourself. Put your heart into it. Be tough.
I'm not gonna pay a lot for this muffler.
More feeling.
I'm not gonna pay a lot for this muffler.
Now that I'm in the Meineke corner, if anyone says you have to pay a lot to get high-quality muffler service, you know what to tell them. I am not going to pay a lot for this muffler. By George, I think he's got it.
Now more than ever, at Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
Back at the Astrodome in Houston, the Houston Astros and the Phils. The Astros now are in first place in the Central Division of the National League by a game over Cincinnati. Pete Incaviglia, who was ejected last night in the 9th inning, took out the lineup card and has a visit with the plate umpire, tonight's plate umpire, Mike Winters, who ejected him last night. Jim Pregosi's lineup for the Phillies tonight will have Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mickey Morandini, second base, bats second. John Kruk, first baseman, hitting third. Darren Dalton, catching, batting fourth. Jim Eisenreich, right field, hits fifth. Milt Thompson, left fielder, batting sixth. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop, hits seventh. Tom Quinlan at third base, batting eighth, and batting ninth and pitching Bobby Munoz. That lineup facing Doug Graybeck.
The National League Player of the Month for the month of May with a 5-1 record in May. Doug Graybeck, 6'1", 185-pounder, now 31 years of age in his second year with the Houston Astros.
Ken Caminiti behind him at third base. At shortstop tonight is Andy Stankiewicz. At second base, Craig Biggio and Jeff Bagwell at first. Scott Service catching. In the outfield, Luis Gonzalez in left, Steve Finley in center, and James Mouton in right. The umpires tonight, Mike Winters calls the balls and strikes. Jeff Kellogg at first base, Bruce Framing at second, and Jerry Crawford will umpire at third. Lenny Dykstra leads it off. Dykstra hitting at .314. Leads the league in runs, leads the league in walks. Third in the league in on-base percentage. But lifetime, he has had a lot of trouble with Doug Drabek. Just a .136 lifetime hitter against Drabek. Starts him with a breaking ball, which he usually does. He'll start a lot of hitters with breaking balls. And miss with it. 1 ball and no strikes to Lenny Dykstra.
Especially left-handed batters. He likes to start left-handed hitters with his curveball.
Beats a foul down the first base side. 1-1. Drabek is 7-2. His ERA is 2.42. That's 4th best in the National League. He's tied for the league lead in complete games with 3 of them. He, Greg Maddux, Tom Candiotti, and Danny Jackson all have 3 complete games. And he's tied with Maddux for the league lead in shutouts with 2 of them. Missing with his breaking ball. It's 2-1.
Drabek has never been a guy that threw hard, but what he does is he really moves the ball around. He has good stuff, and the ball has a lot of movement. So he's able to compete that way, and he'll pitch backwards at times, and he rarely gives in situations. He'll try to paint the corners.
Bouncing ball chopped to Biggio. He'll have to hurry, and does. Gets Dykstra by a stride. 1 down. That'll bring up Mickey Morandini. Morandini hitting at .271. Drabek lifetime in the major leagues is 115. He has lost 90. 13-7 lifetime against the Phillies with a career ERA of .323. Cy Young Award winner for Pittsburgh in 1990. Ground ball has eyes, a base hit to center field. So Morandini is a 1-out base runner. And it will bring up John Kruk.
Here's the ball perfectly placed by Mickey Morandini. Biggio has tremendous range to both his right and his left, but he couldn't get to that one.
Kruk hitting at .322. This wide with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes to Kruk. Kruk's been a pretty good lifetime hitter against Drabek. .293 his career numbers. The breaking ball over. 1-1.
Doug Drabek came about as close as you can to pitching a no-hitter that day and that night in Philadelphia when he's with the Pirates, and he had 2 outs in the 9th inning and 2 strikes on the hitter. Line drive base hit to right field.
Sil Campusano.
That's right. Campo. Campo used to have trouble getting over the bridges from Jersey.
Morandini dives back safely.
Boy, it really looked like he was. I mean, you get that far. 2 strikes, 2 outs. He really thought he was going to pitch the no-hitter that night, Drabek, and he wound up with the one. I guess it was a 1-hitter.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep.
Morandini goes, and Kruk fouls it back and just off to our left. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Jim Fregosi trying to make something happen here in the first inning. But Kruk fouls it back. 1-2 the count to John Kruk.
It's a good idea to take that approach with Drabek because you don't expect to score a whole lot of runs against him. And you might want to try and get some movement. Fergosi's not a manager who's just going to have people running around to make him look good. You know, he's going to do it when he does it in a situation there's a reason for it. Some managers just have base runners running all the time. Say, oh, well, he sent a guy. That's good.
1-2 the count to Kruk. Fastball upstairs. It's 2-2. Fouls it straight back. Kruk stays alive at 2-2.
Drabek comes from this area, and a lot of people figure that last year he might have put a little bit undue pressure on himself coming over here with a big contract and a local guy, and Astros with high hopes to win the division, new ownership at the time. And most people around this ball club think he's relaxed this year and just doing the kind of things he's capable of. I mean, he's a real good pitcher.
Full count to John Kruk. Drabek led the league in losses with 18 last year, but Houston really didn't support him much at all. A total of 30 runs scored for him in his 18 losses.
Phillies beat him a game here when it looked like he had it won, and then the bullpen gave it up. Actually, he got a no decision in that one.
Slam to right field. That's going all the way to the corner. Mickey Morandini being waved around. There will be a relay throw. Morandini's safe. Ball gets away from Service. Phil's lead 1-0 on the RBI double by the Krucker.
Morandini able to score on the play because he was running on the 3-2 count, because Mouton got a great bounce off the wall in right field. And Bagwell was the guy who threw that home and made a play out of it.
He overthrew his original cutoff man, Biggio. Bagwell was backing up.
Right, there's Kruk hitting that curveball, a 3-2 curveball. And as we mentioned, it came off the wall really nicely there for Mouton on one hop. That's why you back up your cutoff man, overthrowing the first guy. But Bagwell makes a strong throw home. And Morandini just beats it. Then the throw got away, of course.
Brings on Darren Dalton. Dutch hitting at 281. 9th in the league in runs batted in with 38. Fouls it out of play. Houston's philosophy in the outfield seems to be the old Cincinnati philosophy, and that is bunch him in the outfield, take away the alleys, and give him the lines.
That's what they were doing last night, that's for sure.
They don't overshift much at all, even for Kruk. Most teams play Kruk around to the opposite field. Houston does not. They just, give you the lines. Dutch didn't like the call by Mike Winters. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball hit sharply, but at Stankiewicz, and the shortstop throws Dalton out. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up Jim Eisenreich. Eyes hitting at 326. Last 16 starts, hitting a lusty .426. And lifetime against Graybeck, he is 3 out of 10. Phillies have a run across. Runner at second base, 2 outs here in the first. One ball and no strikes. Gets jammed and pops a foul back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jim Eisenreich.
One of the reasons Graybeck's so effective is he has 2 pitches that he uses to get left-handed hitters out. One being that backdoor curveball that he's so effective with that pitch, but the other is he'll run fastballs in on their hands, as he did to Dalton for a called strike, and right there to Eisenreich. He is not afraid to pitch inside of left-handed batters, and a lot of right-handed pitchers do not want to come in there.
Back through the middle, a base hit. Here comes Kruk. Now watch Finley. He has a good arm, and Kruk is out at home plate. That is the 6th assist of the year for Finley as he guns down Kruk at the plate. Finley to service to retire the side. Bills get a run in the inning. They do it on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1/2, Bills 1, Houston coming to bat.
Oh, man. Look what you did.
What I did? Just who do you think you are, man?
Who do you think I am?
Easy, fellas. What would he do?
Oh, the Yellow Pages?
Just any Yellow Pages?
Genuine Yellow Pages.
9 out of 10 use it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
It comes specially equipped with dual airbags, cruise control, air conditioning, 4-speaker AM/FM cassette stereo, and power accessories like luxury sedans costing twice the money. The 1994 Nissan Altima GXE. It not only defines what a luxury car should be, it redefines what a luxury car should cost. Lease the Altima for just $750 down and $229 a month for 36 months.
I don't need some fancy cologne to tell me I'm a man. I use Skin Bracer. It smells great, but it also cools and tones my skin. Confidence is very sexy. Don't you think? Skin Bracer Aftershave. Bye.
Back at the Astrodome in Houston, the Phillies taking the field behind the big right-hander Bobby Munoz. Bills lead 1-0. Terry Collins' Houston lineup tonight has James Mouton, right fielder, leading off. Steve Finley, center fielder, bats second. Craig Biggio, second base, hitting third. Jeff Bagwell, the first baseman, will bat fourth. Ken Caminetti, third base, hits fifth. Luis Gonzalez, the left fielder, will bat sixth. Scott Service catching, hitting seventh. Andy Stankiewicz at shortstop bats eighth. And batting ninth and pitching Doug Graybeck. That lineup facing Bobby Munoz.
6'7", 237-pounder. Munoz, 26 years of age, making his second major league start. Both of them coming on this road trip. First time he's ever faced the Astros.
Tom Quinlan playing third. Behind him at shortstop is Kevin Stocker, Mickey Morandini at second, and John Kruk at first. Aaron Dalton catching. In the outfield from left to right, Milt Thompson, Lenny Dykstra, and Jim Eisenreich. James Mouton leads it off. He's hitting at .249. Mouton, a 25-year-old rookie, Pacific Coast League Player of the Year last year. From Sacramento, went to St. Mary's College in California. Just missing, 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0. Munoz has good stuff. To be effective, he must throw strikes. 2 balls and a strike.
Threw the ball pretty well against the Cubs the other day at Wrigley Field. They were basically satisfied with him. Munoz has been a starter for the most part in the minor leagues. In the major leagues, he hasn't been. And Munoz would like to be a starting pitcher.
Fouls it in and out of the glove of Dalton. It's 2-2. In that start against the Cubs, he went 5 1/3 innings and only walked one. One of the reasons he was effective.
Exactly. As you said, Harry, I mean, that's the whole key to Bobby Munoz, because he does have good stuff. He's come out throwing fastballs so far, 4 fastballs to Mouton.
Tried to throw a breaking ball and missed badly with it.
Yeah, there was the first curveball that he's thrown.
Still 3-2. Mouton will be followed by Steve Finley, then Craig Biggio here in the bottom of the first. Down by Quinlan. There'll be no play, though. He tried to throw it and lost grip of the ball. It trickles all the way out to Mickey Morandini. That's going to be an infield single for Mouton. And he is a base stealer, 13 steals.
Quinlan made a lot of great plays at Chicago. This ball kind of hit that cutout, it looked like, and jumped on him a little bit. As Terry said, he went to throw it, and he threw it straight down.
Quinlan's got a great arm. We'll have to ask him about that throw.
It wasn't going to get him anyway, but here's Finley, one of the better throwers in the league. Kruk running on contact on the ball hit up the middle. Good plate block here by Scott Service, and he's out by quite a bit.
Yeah, great throw. Finley has 6 assists from center field. There goes Mouton. Dalton's throw is strong but late. He got a big jump. 14th steal for Mouton. Houston's 60th as a club. They lead the league in stolen bases.
Mickey Morandini takes a throw, or a Stocker, I mean, takes a throw out in front of the bag a little bit. He's a little bit late getting there. When you take the throw in front of the bag, you're rarely going to be able to get the runner coming in.
1 ball and no strikes to Finley. He's second in the league in sacrifice bunts, so you always have to watch for a bunt from him. Ken Hill of Montreal leads the league with 9 of them, and Finley has 7.
That's why he's a good 2-hole hitter, because he can bunt to move a runner, or he has the ability to pull the ball.
Bobby Munoz saw what Houston did last night. Biggio stole second and third. And I think Mouton did too. Second and third. There's that bunt. Buck's going to have to hurry. Ball jarred loose. Coming in to score is Mouton. It's safe all around, and this game is tied at 1-1. So it will be a sacrifice unless they give him a hit. I think it'll be a sacrifice and an error. They gave him a hit?
No, they sacrificed, yeah. Here's the bunt by Finley. It's a good one. Kruk has to come on and field this. And then his throw hits off Morandini's glove, so that really should be an error on Morandini there, because the throw was a good throw.
And the batter will be Craig Biggio. Just missing for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
And Kruk gets an assist on it, of course. Error on the second baseman.
More indeed. Right. Chopped softly toward third, and Quinlan, low throw, dropped by Kruk. That'll be an error on Quinlan, who on this trip has been the Phillies' best defensive player. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he has to hurry on this play, but, you know, the speed of the Houston Astros has the Phillies all messed up in this first inning. He makes a low throw. Kruk can't handle it. Error on the third baseman, who, as Harry said, has played very, very well on this trip.
Well, the difference in last night's games was the leather. Last night's game was the leather. Houston made all the plays. The Phillies did not, and that's certainly the case here in the first inning of tonight's game.
And you get an early run off Draybeck, and you don't figure to get a whole lot of runs off Doug Draybeck.
First and second, nobody out, and Jeff Bagwell the batter. Wild pitch, and that'll move the runners up to second and third. So this has not been a pretty inning. There hadn't been a ball hit out of the infield. 1 run is across. Runners at second and third, and nobody out.
It's a fastball down, and Dalton tried to backhand it. And a lot of times you try to backhand that kind of ball, and it's got a chance to bounce away.
Bagwell is tied for the league lead and runs batted in with 50. Tied for second in the league and runs scored with 42. He's had a tremendous year as Bagwell. Missing with the breaking ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Phillies trying to stay out of a big inning, so they have the infield back, and they'll concede 1 on a ground out here.
Ground ball shortstop. This will score a run. Stocker throws out Bagwell to give Bagwell a run batted in. And Houston takes a 2-1 lead. Bagwell's 51st RBI of the year.
Well, you want to look for something positive out of that for the Phillies, as Bagwell pulled the ball, so they got the 1 run out of it, but the runner at second base, Biggio, has to stay there, so they didn't advance the other runner to third.
I'll bring on Ken Caminetti. He's hitting at 308. Caminetti has been hot. 450 his average in his last 17 ball games. Ooh, close play.
Well, they had him too. Biggio was leaning way out. He was going to run again since he didn't get moved over on that ground ball. Stocker comes in, and Munoz got nothing on that throw. He just kind of aimed it towards second. Watch how he just kind of lobs it there and then throws it down.
I'm not so sure. He dropped the ball.
Yeah, he dropped it. Yeah,
he would have been out.
Oh, yeah, sure, he dropped it.
The ball.
But I mean, he gave him, you know, in Stocker's defense, when a pitcher gives you a bar of soap like that, it's tough play because you're looking at the runner and the ball and everything at the same time.
Got the breaking ball over. 0-1 to Caminetti. Offered at a breaking ball. 0-2.
Stocker talking to Munoz again. He just got Bobby Munoz's attention because Biggio really wants to run.
Fastball struck him out on the inside corner. Gave him 2 breaking balls and then the heater. And that's out number 2.
Real good pitching that time to a tough hitter. As Harry mentioned, the breaking balls, and then really locked Caminetti with the ball in on his hands.
Brings on Luis Gonzalez. In the dirt, blocked by Dalton. 1 ball and no strikes. Breaking ball over at the knees. 1-1 the count to Luis Gonzalez.
Biggio could still run, but less likely now with 2 outs because he's already in scoring position. You don't find too many runners steal third with 2 outs.
He's out. He picked him off. So Biggio was just gambling too much. Munoz picks him off. Munoz the stalker to retire the side. Houston didn't get the ball out of the infield, but they get 2 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, 2 errors, and nobody left after 1. 2-1 Houston.
The daily number? Well, I play it every day.
Excuse me?
I never forget.
You idiot!
Pennsylvania Lottery's daily number. Don't forget.
Whoa, hot wax.
Big 4. I play every day. Never forget. Hey, memory is my middle name.
Mike, Frankie, and Johnny.
Big 4 from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Don't forget.
Johnny and Frankie. No.
The Braves are coming. Friday, June 24th at 7:35. Saturday, June 25th at 7:05 for Kodak Photo Night. And Sunday, June 26th at 1:35, when kids 14 and under get a free photo pack with pictures of Phillies players, compliments of Mellon PSFS. June is jumping with a pitching powerful Braves. Photo night and a free photo pack. Get your tickets now. Call 463-1000.
A new wind is rising, bringing change, bringing the all-new Ford Windstar, a totally new minivan. Windstar is the only minivan that combines standard dual airbags, 5-mile-an-hour bumpers, and 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. Plus, it meets all passenger car safety standards. It's safety that takes the minivan in a whole new direction. The all-new front-wheel drive Ford Windstar. The future of minivans begins today.
After 1 inning of play, it's Houston 2 and the Phillies 1. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow afternoon's series finale with the Astros beginning at 2 o'clock with the pregame show, and Monday night's series opener with the Cubs at Veterans Stadium. Both games right here on PHL 17. Well, Thompson got way out in front of the pitch and golfed it very deep and foul. Wow.
It's in the upper deck.
In the upper deck in the blue seats. About 80 feet foul.
That was an ooh-ah ball.
Thompson hitting at 266. Line drive into left field, and Gonzalez makes a great sliding catch. Well, this Houston club is a fine defensive team. They just win games with their gloves. Great play by Gonzalez.
They did it last week at the Vet on some fine plays by the outfielders. Last night their infield was outstanding, and here Gonzalez comes on and makes another good play. So early in this game, the Phillies have hurt themselves with their defense, and the Astros have helped themselves.
Yep. Brings on Kevin Stocker. Stocker hitting at 254. He lofts a fly ball into shallow left, and this will be easy for Gonzalez. 2 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority. The Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Tom Quinlan hitting at 233. Hit his first major league home run off Doug Grayback at Veterans Stadium last Sunday. One ball and no strikes to Quinlan.
Grayback threw him a fastball with 2 outs and a runner on base last week, and Quinlan hit a home run to right center, and Then he really worked on him after that. And now Drabek knows I better not throw this guy a fastball down the middle again.
Breaking ball on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Another breaking ball hit on one hop to Caminetti. He guns across, and that'll retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Houston.
An experiment gone wrong creates a super telepath, and the thought police want him dead, if necessary.
Mindquake!
Let him go!
Don't make me do this.
Walter Koenig guest stars on the next Babylon 5. And Kane and Peter risk everything to protect the heir to a nation.
He must not be allowed to ascend the throne.
On the next Kung Fu.
Wednesday beginning at 8 on PHL 17.
At Geo, we've thought a lot about safety. That's why Geo Prism comes with standard dual airbags and available anti-lock brakes. In addition, it's equipped with a rugged steel safety cage. You see, we not only want to make accidents easier to avoid, we also want to make them easier to walk away from.
Call 1-800-GET-TO-KNOW and get to know Geo Prism with over 100 standard safety features.
Now, this isn't quite right. Patrick, come here and help me out for a minute. Resorts has personality. Personality. Smile. Good personality. Stars. Good personality. Show. Good personality. Food. Good personality. Merv wants you to come and see. Oh, come on, Pat. I get to do the solos. Our personality.
It's hard to top this one. A free cap featuring the championship logo. Compliments of Texaco. For men 15 and over when the Phillies play the Cardinals Sunday, June 12th at 8:05. Call 463-1000.
Impelling force into a line.
Luis Gonzalez leads it off. He was a bat in the last inning, but Craig Biggio was picked off second base. Gonzalez hitting at .266. Houston leads at 2-1. 1 ball and no strikes to Gonzalez. One and one. Missing inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Fouls it in and out of the glove of Darren Dalton. Probably a good fastball. You saw there. Gonzalez sitting on a fastball, and he still didn't get it. Hot shot, short hop by Kruk, and he'll limp to the bag. 4 out, number 1. Well, a week from tomorrow night, don't forget it's a Sunday night game against St. Louis, and all men 15 and over get a free blue baseball cap with the Phillies 93 championship logo on the front. Compliments of Texaco. That's a week from tomorrow night, 8:05 game time. For tickets, call 463-1000 or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets. Scott Service takes a strike. Service hitting at 165. Today's his birthday. Scott is 27 today. Good breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes to Service.
Service not hitting for much of an average, but he has hit 5 home runs and knocked in 20 runs. And from what we've seen of him the last couple of years, he's a good receiver. Blocks the ball well in the dirt, throws pretty well. And there it is. Happy birthday to him. Bobby Munoz really overthrew that pitch. You saw him shake his head then because Dalton set up for a fastball in, and he threw it way away from him to the point where Dalton didn't even catch the ball because he was set up inside. Sometimes Bobby will do that. He's a young pitcher and just kind of feeling his way, and you know, young pitchers will overthrow a lot of pitches.
Hard ground ball, but it's at John Kruk. Kruk will make the run to the bag in time for out number 2. They have a new innovation here at the Dome. They have what they call the inside game on a big screen in right field that times pitches. It's got to be a fast gun, I think, but Munoz's fastball has been clocked at 95 on that particular board.
They had Hudak up around that last night too, and probably a little bit high, but I think Bobby Munoz is a legitimate 90 guy.
I think so too, yeah. I mean, as you said, Drabek does not throw hard. They have Drabek in the 87, right, 86, 88 range, right around there.
And that's high for Drabek, really. You know, Drabek lives on location and movement.
Just missing. 1 ball and 1 strike to Andy Stankiewicz. Stankiewicz hitting at 297. Came over from the New York Yankees in the Xavier Hernandez deal, so Stankiewicz and Bobby were teammates last year.
Munoz has a pretty good curveball tonight, but he's getting too many of them on the inner part of the plate that are, and these right-handed hitters are going to pull off it anyway, and they are hittable in that area. He wants to get that ball further away from him than he's doing.
3 balls and a strike. Whatever happened to that other guy that came over in the Xavier Hernandez deal, that Domingo Jean, who was supposed to be a hard baller?
I think he's a Tucson.
Is he? Walked in. That'll be the first walk given up by Munoz, and that'll bring on Doug Drabek. Drabek is hitting at 166, lifetime a 151 hitter. He's hit 2 career home runs. One last year off Pedro Martinez, the hard-throwing right-hander, who then was with the Dodgers. Now, of course, with Montreal. And his other early in his career off Scott Garrelts, another pretty good pitcher. That's a good fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Doug Drabek. Houston leading 2-1. We're in the bottom of the second. Loops it. Caught by Stocker, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the third. It's 2-1 Houston.
Center. A fully interactive home theater. Even got a gourmet delivery service. But have you got what it takes to be a mountain man? All it takes are the 2 cool beers of the Mountain Man. Smooth Bush beer, easy drinking Bush Light. So, be a mountain man. All you gotta do is head for the mountains.
This is the ride you get with our competitors' gasoline.
How long is this gonna be? Looks like a sweet wiener brain. Mom!
This is the ride you get with Sunoco and Atlantic gasolines. Fill up with our top 2 grades at participating Sunoco and Atlantic stations, and we'll give you 5 free Collector's Edition baseball cards. Collect the set featuring 24 of some of today's hottest players.
Hey, how about all of mine for all
A more enjoyable ride from Sunoco and Atlantic.
I've got the world on a string.
Wouldn't you like the world on a string? Switch and get the AT&T Business Advantage, and you can get a whole string of international advantages, like online translating, UPS discounts, fax troubleshooting, and more. Switch to AT&T by July 1st, and we'll tie it all up with a whole month of free calling. For AT&T quality and competitive prices, call 1-800-222-0900. Don't forget, let AT&T work for you.
Get ready. He's coming.
Did you see this thing take off?
The Love Bug. Catch it.
Sunday at noon on PHL 17.
Real stories of the Highway Patrol. Weeknights at 7:30 on PHL 17.
Our trivia question tonight is brought to you by Dodge. Can you name the 3 players who were members of the 1963 Houston Colt 45s who would go on to combine for 851 homers in their careers? And all 3 players were 21 or under in 63. With those 63 Colt 45s in Old Colt Stadium. Bobby Munoz leads it off. Munoz is 1 for 3. 1 strike to Munoz. Two quick strikes to Bobby Munoz. Bobby's hit coming in his first major league at bat off Bruce Ruffin of Colorado. Wide with that one, 1-2.
Birthday wishes tonight to Mrs. P.S. Mumford of Glenside, who's 90, and to Frank Syrian of Scranton, 78.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball. Biggio throws out Munoz. And down, and that'll bring on Lenny Dykstra.
And we'd like to send get well wishes along tonight to Ben Kelly in Delaware County Hospital.
Saturday, June 25th is photo night at Veterans Stadium. Phillies play Atlanta that night. Always a big night. Sponsored by Kodak. Fans are permitted on the field to take photos of their favorite players. So get your tickets early. That's June 25th against the Atlanta Braves. For tickets, call 463-1000 or stop by any one of the many local Ticketmaster outlets. Dykstra grounded out his first time up. 1 strike to him.
On this trivia question of yours, were 2 of these guys infielders and 1 an outfielder?
That would be correct.
Well, good. I'm on the right track, maybe.
Well,
800 and some homers.
Yeah, one of them played both infield and outfield. Okay. One ball and 1 strike to Dykstra. Hits it sharply, but Bagwell flags and throws out Lenny Dykstra. Another good play by Jeff Bagwell.
That ball, I think, hit a cutout and went down on him. He is really quick with his hands, and he's a little bit of a stabber when you see him go after balls in the third, and yet he's quick. Look at how his hands changed direction there when that ball went down on him, and Dykstra hit that thing right on the nose. He's really good.
He is some player. 2 down. It'll bring on Mickey Morandini. He singled and scored the Phillies run his first time up. And there's another hit for Morandini. So Mickey is a 2-out base runner, and that'll bring up John Kruk. He doubled in the Phillies run his first time up.
One of the problems Fergosi has right now is Stocker back. It's a nice problem for him, but Morandini's been hot lately, and it's really tough not to play him and not to play Duncan.
Yeah, you've got Duncan and Stocker and Morandini for the middle infield.
As I said, it's a nice problem for him, but you know, he's trying to get playing time for everybody, and Stocker is just a superior shortstop. Draybeck has a good move to first. Holds runners on well.
Has that dunk ever played third? He plays all over.
Really. I don't think he'd be comfortable over at third. I mean, he really doesn't even like playing shortstop. I mean, he plays it and does the best he can. He's comfortable at second, and he doesn't mind first base too much.
1 ball and no strikes to John Kruk. On the inside corner, it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike.
Slight overshift on Kruk in this at bat with Finley's. Finley's moved a little bit towards left center as you see him there, and he has a pretty big alley in right center field.
High with it, 3-1.
Aaron Dalton on deck. You would think that Kruk will get a fastball to hit here. Draybeck went 3-2 with Kruk last time, then threw him a curveball that John hit to right field for the RBI double. There's Dalton.
Pretty close play for a short lead that Morandini had.
Well, Draybeck's quick, Harry. That's what I was talking about, what a good move he has. He has very quick feet and has always held runners on much better than average. Right there is a very close play.
No.
Quick tag, too, by Bagwell. A lot of reasons why they'd rather a first baseman be left-handed, and you see one of them there is the tag coming on a runner coming back in. You have the glove on the other hand. You get the tag down a little bit quicker. But with Bagwell, I don't think they care. Good as he is.
Morandini goes, swing and a miss, throw to second late, stolen base, Mickey Morandini, his third.
Kruk looked like he got a changeup then because he was way out in front of it. A 3-1 changeup. Watch the swing that he gets. Gets out in front of that one, way out in front. And that helped Morandini steal the base. Morandini takes a peek in, but Draybeck had taken a lot off the pitch.
So Mickey now in scoring position. Full count to Kruk. Is called out on strikes, and that will retire the side. First strikeout for Draybeck. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Houston.
Frank Lobiando's entire campaign has been distorted negative attacks against Bill Gormley. Why? Lobiando doesn't want you to think about this. Lobiando repeatedly voted to raise taxes. Lobiando broke his own no-tax pledge. And Lobiando keeps breaking federal election law. No wonder leading newspapers agree you can trust Bill Gormley. He's the clear choice because Gormley's proven he gets things done for us. Bill Gormley, getting results for South Jersey.
I wonder what the warranty covers. How does Prism's 24-hour roadside assistance work anyway? Can I get anti-lock brakes? Are the dual airbags really standard?
Before you buy a new car, you have a lot of questions. Call 1-800-GET-TO-KNOW and get to know all the answers about the Geo Prism.
How about if I just take this one?
2014 is brought to you in part by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for a crisp, clean, classic taste. By Bell Atlantic Mobile. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile. And by your Quality Plus Ford dealer, who invites you to test drive the brand new 1994 Mustang convertible. Bottom half of the third, top of the order coming up for Houston, James Mouton. He has the only hit for Houston, an infield single. Our trivia question tonight is brought to you by Dodge. Can you name the 3 players who were members of the 1963 Houston Colt 45s who would go on to combine for 851 home runs in their careers? All 3 players were 21 or under in 1963.
Well, Jimmy Wynn and Joe Morgan.
The toy cannon was 21 in 63. He had 291 in his career.
And Morgan?
Morgan was 20 in 63. He had 268 in his career.
I mean, I can't think who the reason I said infield, I was thinking about Rader, but I don't think Rader hit that many home runs. So it's not Doug Rader.
It was not Dougie.
What position the guy play?
That was signed as an outfielder.
An outfielder. Signed as an outfielder, but didn't play the outfield.
Well, I think he played the outfield for a while and then later moved to first.
Oh, Lee May.
No.
No?
Signed out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, like Grand Orage.
Daniel J. Rusty Staub.
Right, I forgot about Rusty. Was a young player here too, right?
19 years old. He ended up hitting 292 homers. Well, hit to right, but Eisenreich has a beat on it. 1 down. That's first ball out of the infield tonight for Houston, but they lead it 2-1, and the batter will be Steve Finley. He sacrificed and was safe on an error his first time up.
Bobby Munoz, one of a number of people in this ball club because of the problems the Phillies have with their pitching right now, who has a chance to step forward and show some people that he belongs here. A lot of opportunity on this staff.
One ball and no strikes. Finley has already hit 8 home runs. That matches his career high for homers in a season. He had 8 last year and 8 in 91. Off-speed pitch for a strike. It's 1-1.
Pretty good changeup. Boy, he could throw that pitch over to a left-handed hitter once in a while. Would that ever help Munoz? You know, when you're as big as Bobby Munoz is, 6'7", a release point becomes a difficult thing when you're a young pitcher, and you can see that that's what happens with him when he overthrows, because for the most part his arm comes across his body and he throws the ball away. To a left-handed hitter it would come down and in. To a right-handed hitter it would be way away from him, and it's just a matter of a consistent release point, and he works very, very hard to develop that, to try and get to that point.
2-2 to Finley. Bouncing ball up the middle. It has eyes. It's a base hit to center field. Just a second hit given up by Munoz. Neither of them have been hard hit balls, and the batter will be Craig Biggio.
It's a high fastball, probably out of the strike zone, and kind of just tomahawked by Finley into center field.
Biggio was safe on an error his first time up. One strike to him. Let's pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Breaking ball. Didn't miss by much.
That's where he wants to get that breaking ball, as opposed to what we talked about earlier on, where he's kind of hanging on the middle of the middle in, where a right-handed batter who's going to pull off against him can handle it. They're not going to handle that pitch too often.
Fouls it back and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes to Biggio. Finley at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Houston leading it 2-1. There goes a base runner. Pitch low, no throw. Stolen base. Finley, his 8th.
Munoz does not hold runners on well. He is just a fair move. He has that big leg kick. He's very slow to the plate, and he throws a curveball there. So you notice Dalton didn't even attempt to throw it. That is 1 stolen on the pitcher.
He went after that, I believe. Ooh, Jeff Kellogg says no swing. Full count to Biggio.
It's a great block by Dalton, too, on this. And it really appeared that he went after it.
Across the strike zone, but didn't get the call from Kellogg. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Biggio. Ground ball to Morandini. Biggio retired. Moving up to 3rd base is Finley, and with 2 outs, it'll bring up Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell knocked in a run with a ground out. His 51st RBI leads the league. He came into play tonight tied with Andres Galarraga, each at 50. One ball and no strikes. High fly ball center field. Dykstra backtracking. Lenny's there, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Rich Ashburn joins Chris Wheeler in the 4th after 3-2-1 Houston.
Driver, do you have any Bud Light in your vehicle?
Yes.
And I am Mr. Gallywikich.
You mean Dr. Galakowitz?
Yes, I am. This is so cool.
First time in a limo?
Doctor? In a limo this small.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Come see the Phillies take on Ryne Sandberg and the Cubs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, June 6th, 7th, and 8th, all at 7:35, followed by the Cardinals. Thursday and Friday, June 9th and 10th at 7:35. Saturday the 11th at 7:05. And a special Sunday night at 8:05 when men 15 and over get a free cap featuring the 93 championship logo, compliments of Texaco. The Cubs and the Cards capped off with a free hat. For tickets, call 463-1000.
Imagine. Now, it's possible to change the way a car performs over time with new Clean System 3 Power Plus and Power Premium from Texaco. 2 choices for cars that can benefit from higher octane. A breakthrough in engine cleaning with the highest performance, lower emissions, and improved mileage. New Clean System 3 Power Plus and Power Premium from Texaco. Give us 60 days and watch what can happen.
Sunday, June the 26th at 1:35, the Atlanta Braves are in town for the first time this year. A great new item for all fans 14 and under, a color photo pack with a team picture and action shots of all the Phil's players, compliments of Mellon PSFS. So make your plans to come on out. Order your tickets by calling 463-1000 or stop by the Phillies Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS Broad and Chestnut Streets. That's Photo Pack Day on Sunday, June the 26th, 1:35 Phillies and the Braves. Darren Dalton leads it off against Doug Drabek. Rich Ashburn joins us here in the fourth. It's Dalton, Eisenreich, and Thompson. Dalton takes a fastball over for a strike. Darren grounded to Andy Stankiewicz, the shortstop, his first time up.
Drabek has been missing on some pitches. He hasn't been real sharp. He's made a couple good pitches when he's needed them, though. The one on Kruk the last inning.
2 balls and a strike on Dalton. Popped up shallow left field. Gonzalez, one away.
What the hitters have to do is lay off the bad pitches. Dalton went after a high one.
Drabek has just 1 strikeout, and that was on Kruk to end the 3rd inning with a runner in scoring position. And he has yet to walk a batter. Eisenreich singled to center in the 1st inning, and Kruk was thrown out trying to score. On a good throw by Finley and a good plate block by Scott Service. There's Bobby Munoz, who has given the Phillies 3 good innings tonight. Not his fault what happened in the 1st inning. Eisenreich hits it hard, but on 1 hop right to Biggio, who throws him out 2 away. And Milt Thompson will bat. He had a line drive to left on a nice sliding play on the line drive by Gonzalez. And the Astros continue to make a lot of good defensive plays. Milt hit a prodigious foul his first time up into the upper deck, way foul and right. Fly ball, shallow left field, an easy inning for Doug Drabek. Gonzalez puts it away, 3 up and 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left through 3.5. Houston leads it by 1.
On Renegade.
I want you to go outside, make a deal for us.
No matter what you think, you're not getting out of here. An armed robbery turns into a deadly hostage crisis.
Look, they're giving you 1 hour. Then they start tossing bodies out.
Now, Reno's caught between a wanted murderer.
They got 1 hour, and I start shooting!
And a dirty cop who wants him dead.
He's a cop killer. His name is Reno Range.
Don't miss the next Renegade.
Sunday at 7 on PHL 17.
What would you do with a Motorola pager?
Never miss a meeting.
What would you do?
Mom's not home. Pager.
What about you?
All right, you got the pager number, right?
We're going out.
Cool, this works.
What would you do? You could go anywhere, do anything, and still keep in touch with the people you want to keep in touch with. So what are you waiting for? Get the pager from Motorola, the leader in paging.
The new Saab 900. It won Automobile Magazine's Design of the Year. Consumers Digest rated it a best buy. Kiplinger's Personal Finance magazine called it the best new car in its class. But with a 50% stiffer body, the new 900 is designed to survive much more than the scrutiny of the press. Test drive the Saab 900, a new 900 Turbo Coupe.
The Texaco All-Star Game balloting is going on. It's your chance to vote for your best All-Stars to participate in the 1994 Texaco All-Star Game in Pittsburgh. Make sure your vote counts and make sure you vote. Ballots are available at the vet. The Phillies will be back there on Monday night to play the Cubs or at any participating Texaco outlet. Don't wait too long to vote. Balloting ends on the 27th of this month. Ken Caminetti, Luis Gonzalez, Scott Service to bat here against Bobby Munoz in the 4th inning. Caminetti struck out on a good fastball his first time up. Munoz has walked one and struck out one thus far. Phillies committed 2 errors in the first inning that hurt him. Caminetti fouls it off left side out of play.
The difference in these 2 games so far has been the fielding. Houston has made some great plays. Phillies have been a little sloppy. Except for the official score, there should have been a couple more errors in there.
1 ball and 1 strike on Caminetti. Swing and a foul tip held on to by Dalton. Bobby Munoz in his last outing, 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. That was against the Cubs on Monday when Willie Banks threw that 1-hitter at the Phillies. Phillies losing 3-0. Misses with a breaking ball, 2-2.
Yeah, he's a young pitcher. You're going to have to let him pitch.
That's exactly what they're doing. He has a heck of an opportunity right now. Caminetti hits it to Kruk. He'll need Munoz. Oop, no, he's going to take it himself, and Caminetti is retired on a 3 unassisted. 1 out here in the 4th.
Kruk keeps hobbling on those knees, but he's getting over there. The 3 unassisted outs he's made at first base.
One of them on the guy coming up right now, Luis Gonzalez, is Doug Drabek. Cools off here between innings. This building seems to be a little warmer than it normally is. Phillies players were talking about that last night. They're not necessarily complaining. They just said it seems to be a little warmer. Munoz will take this one himself. No, Gonzalez has not hit a ball out of the infield. 1 unassisted, 2 outs here in the 4th. Maybe that new owner, Drayton McClain, decided to turn up the air a little bit. Turn down the air conditioning.
I think when the Phillies are at bat, they're turning on the cool air, and when the Astros come to bat, they turn it off. That'd be the thing to do.
Well, that guy's in the food business, you know. Maybe he wants people going to those concessions a little more. Drink a little more during the game. Scott Service. He grounded out to Kruk. He hits this one hard. Eisenreich can't get there. It'll go to the wall. On 1 hop, Eisenreich bobbles it a little bit, but Service content with a stand-up double. His 7th of the year. He's only hitting 160-something, but he now has a lot of extra base hits is what he has. Here's the pitch, Whitey.
Good pitch. Outer half of the plate, but Service smacked it. We saw he could hit for power in Philadelphia. He hit a home run there.
13 extra base hits for him. 7 doubles, a triple, and 5 homers. Coming into the game batting at 165.
He can't hit a single.
No. Here is Stankiewicz, the shortstop, who walked his first time up. Well, he has a total now of 22 hits to Scott Service. So they're mostly extra base hits, that's for sure. They have a base open now with Drabek coming up next. Dalton and Munoz talk it over. Dennis Menke and Jim Fregosi on the Phil's bench.
He'd like to have him get this hitter and start out the next inning with Drabek, ideally.
Munoz and Stankiewicz, teammates on the Yankees last year. Whoa, loses his grip on a curveball there and misses. 2-0. That hit for the Astros, their 3rd. They lead the ball game 2-1. We're in the 4th inning. Stankiewicz hits it hard to right, but Eisenreich is there and makes the play. Right on the nose by the shortstop. Run down by Eisenreich. No runs, a hit, no errors. And the Astros leave 1 man on base. We're through 4. It's 2-1 Houston.
Even with all the discussion about our nation's health care, Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield continue their 56-year mission more aggressively than ever. Thanks to the Blue Cross Blue Shield Caring Foundation, thousands of needy kids receive free health coverage at no cost to our commercial customers. Our special care program makes basic and preventive benefits available to hard-working adults who can't afford traditional coverage. We cover hundreds of thousands of individuals, senior citizens, and small businesses, giving them the peace of mind that comprehensive insurance can provide, which in most cases would not be available elsewhere. All this, plus our attractive, affordable programs like Personal Choice and Keystone. And we're doing the job with one of the lowest administrative expense ratios in the nation. That helps hold down your premiums. Within this ever-changing healthcare environment, Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield stand by their commitment to high-quality, accessible health insurance for everyone. No wonder we're the health plan you can lean on.
And remember, you're playing for Bud Light, ladies. The boys are back in town.
These guys are good.
Who are you calling guys?
Yeah.
Looks like you're in the finals.
Ma'am, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light.
You're the defending ladies pool champion?
Yes, I am.
All the scoring in the first inning tonight. Phillies scored a run on a Morandini single, a Kruk double. Had a runner thrown out at home plate in that inning. Houston with two in the bottom of the inning on a couple of Phillies errors and a ground ball out by Bagwell. 2-1 Houston, top of the fifth.
And Stocker will lead it off. Kevin Stocker, Tom Quinlan, and Bobby Munoz, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Stocker fly to Gonzalez his first time up. And he runs up as if the bunt, takes that curveball low, ball one. Stocker got Caminetti's attention as he came charging in from third. He's playing up anyway. And Stocker will bunt for base hits periodically. Drayback gets it over, 1-1. Hit hard but foul first base side. Kevin Stocker batting at .250. James Mouton will toss it to the crowd. Pretty good crowd here tonight. Saturday night in Houston. Their attendance is down a little bit. But they have the Braves coming in next weekend, and they figure that will get them where they want to be. Stocker fouls it off left side, out of play. Stocker rejoined the Phillies Thursday at Wrigley Field, so he's back for his third game now. Draybeck misses away, 2-2.
The pitch, he starts inside and tails back. He tries to catch the inside corner. He did that on Kruk.
And got a called third strike on him for his one strikeout thus far. Stocker hits it to first. Bagwell makes the play, looks for Drayback. He's there, one away.
I wonder how Bagwell could be guarding the line on Stocker. Played him right. Seems to be playing everybody right. See, that ball was right on the chalk line. Gives Draybeck a hard throw. Pitchers like that. They like to get the ball before they get to the bag.
Yeah, they want to find that bag as fast as they can. Tom Quinlan, the batter, fouls it off. He grounded out to third his first time up. Quinlan batting at .226 with one home run, that coming on Sunday at the vet off Doug Drayback. Drabek was 7-0 with a 197 earned run average in 9 starts between April 10th and May 24th. That's when the Phillies finally beat him, including 3 complete games and 2 shutouts. And that's what helped make him pitcher of the month in the National League for the month of May with a 5-1 record and a 1.65 ERA. Drabek, born in Victoria, Texas, not too far from Houston, now makes his home in the Woodlands in the Houston area. 2-1 to Quinlan. Low, he missed, and it's 3-1. Drabek yet to walk a batter. Drabek has walked just 22 all year. There's a Phillies fan in attendance. Stayed off the high fastball, and he walks him. So that'll give Munoz a chance to try and bunt Quinlan over. First walk issued by Doug Drabek in just his 23rd of the year and 80-some innings of pitching. Munoz grounded a second his first time up. Bobby 1 for 4 on the year, and he has sacrificed once. Around a bunt and bunts it foul first base side. And Quinlan will return to first base. Phillies trying to get Quinlan into scoring position for Lenny Dykstra as Larry Boa goes through the signs.
Wants to talk to Boa.
Well, it's unlikely they take the sign off, take the bunt off. He just wants to make sure.
He's being charged so quickly by the infielders. Maybe he wants to take a hack.
I think the manager wanted him to bunt. We'll see by that look we just had in the dugout. Drabek just steps off. Caminetti, as Whitey said, is right on top of him. Bagwell charging from first base. Now Caminetti backs up a couple steps, and now here he's ready to come on again, and he is around the bunt, and he bunts right through it for a strike and looks down at Larry Boa again.
I don't think Fregosi has all that much confidence in this bunt.
But he's still going to bunt. And he doesn't come close to that one. Bobby Munoz has to work on his bunting a little bit. So he strikes out bunting. Attempting to bunt. Drabek's second strikeout. He does not help himself at all there. And now that'll bring up Dykstra. Dykstra now just 8 for 61 lifetime off Doug Drabek. Coming into the game as a 136 lifetime hitter against him. That's hard to believe.
You wouldn't think Lenny would be hitting that low off any pitcher.
He's 0 for 2 tonight, especially a right-hander. And a good pitch on the outside corner. A strike called on Dykstra. Mickey Morandini waits on deck, and Morandini is 2 for 2 tonight. Lenny batting at .311, leading the league in runs scored, walks, and tied for first in doubles. Strike 2 called, 0-2.
Lenny thought it was low.
Was it?
Borderline.
No balls and 2 strikes on Dykstra. Draybeck misses with a fastball outside. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for Houston. A run on 4 hits and 2 errors for the Phillies. We are in the 5th. Game 2 of this weekend series. Bills return home on Monday. 3 with the Cubs and then 4 with the St. Louis Cardinals. Quinlan not likely to go anywhere. Draybeck moves over there. Tom back in time. Struck him out looking. Draybeck gets it over. Now Dykstra didn't like that one over and turns around and says no. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. The Phillies lead 1. Still 2-1. Houston.
It's a 270 horsepower private jet and a quiet cabin in the woods. It has split-second reflexes and a leather-trimmed decompression chamber. The Seville SLS lets you handle it all for $499 a month for 24 months with $2,200 down. The Seville SLS with the North Star system. Available exclusively at your Cadillac Super Network dealers.
Retirement? I'm too young to be worried about retiring.
I'm set. I've been socking away a little of my paycheck every month.
The same company for almost 20 years. They'll take care of me.
You bet I got my nest egg covered.
In these uncertain financial times, turn to Nationwide Financial Services for a wide range of investment alternatives, most of which are tax advantaged. Because someday soon, the quality of your life may depend on the quality of your investments.
At Stanley, we test the quality of our sliding mirror doors by opening and closing them over 100,000 times. This doesn't make for great entertainment, but it does make a great closet door. The Accent Mirror Door from Stanley.
The freshest potatoes. Pure filtered vegetable oil. Hers, it's the way they're made.
You're watching Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. By Dodge, see the award-winning lineup of new cars and trucks at your local Dodge dealer. And by Nationwide Insurance Enterprise. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide agent and media is Russell Geiger. Doug Draybeck will lead it off. Then to the top of the order, James Mouton. Draybeck hits it high in the air to deep left center, but Dykstra has a beat on it. Lenny runs it down, 1 away. Draybeck now 0 for 2. He had a humpback liner to short his first time up. Mouton got on an infield hit in the first inning, stole a base, and scored the first run of the game for Houston. Then he fly deep to Eisenreich in right field. He is 1 for 2, batting at .251. Munoz misses high. Munoz did pitch into the 6th inning in his last outing against the Cubs at Wrigley. 1 out here in the 5th. High again, 2-0. Ryan Munoz gets that one over. You don't want Mouton on base. He can steal bases. He's already stolen the 1 tonight, and the Astros lead the league with 60 of them. Low and outside, 3-1. On deck is Steve Finley, a left-handed batter. Over with a strike. Phillies playing Mouton slightly to pull with Dykstra, and a lot to pull with the shortstop Stocker, as you see him there, and Dykstra shade a little bit towards left center. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch struck him out looking. Good pitch by Bobby Munoz, and Mouton goes down on strikes. Second out here in the 5th.
Good pitch right on the inside corner. There's our overhead camera. You'll see that ball get plenty of plate.
Strikeout number 2 for Munoz, and that will bring out Finley. Finley sacrificed and was safe on an error by Morandini in the 1st inning, and then singled to center in the 3rd. That error charged to Mickey in the 1st inning, just his 2nd of the year. Two and 0. On deck is Biggio. Two outs, nobody on base here in the 5th. Finley hits it just foul first base side. Nice play out there by the ball man.
That's their policy down there. They have senior citizens as ball men.
Right. Here's the other guy down the left field line. And it's nice they have chairs for him. We'll make him stand the whole
I always wondered
game.
what I was going to do when I got through with this game. I'm coming down here, shag balls.
Gonna put Clearwater on hold, huh? Pop-up foul out of play. You could go over and do that for the Clearwater Phillies. We'll work on that for you. Let John Timberlake a call, see if he can fit you in.
Give you all the Geritol you can use, right?
Right. Curveball misses. Full count now to Finley. Steve Finley, one of 3 players coming over here from the Orioles for Glenn Davis, another one of them being Kurt Schilling. Hit to right field and hard. Eisenreich is there, though, right at him. And down go the Astros in order here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bobby Munoz has pitched well tonight through 5. Astros 2, Phillies 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Hi, Rick. Hey, Brian. How the wife and kids? How's your mom? Good. She says hi. Good.
And the winner of tonight's match is Ice Cold Bud Light. Bud Light!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
This isn't about basketball. It's about business.
Here's a short course on small business.
So what if you're not the biggest business in the game?
Get the ball?
You still succeed because you call the shots.
And take advantage of the big guys when you need to.
Like now with AT&T. Switch and save 20% on business long distance. But it's meant for small businesses, not you big guys.
This can't wait. Can't believe this guy.
So call now and save 20%. Let AT&T work for you.
It started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that removes deposits for a cleaner engine, reduces emissions for cleaner air, and improves performance. Next time you fill up, rely on the award-winning gasolines from Exxon.
Each pitcher has walked 1 batter. Draybeck struck out 3, Munoz 2. Munoz has only allowed 3 hits, Draybeck 4, but Houston leads it 2-1. Top of the 6th.
And Morandini will lead it off. Mickey 2 for 2 tonight, followed by John Kruk and then Darren Dalton. Mickey back in the starting lineup, continuing to swing the bat well. He was hot before he sat down for a couple games, and has picked it right back up again tonight. Drabek's first pitch is high, ball one. Fly ball, shallow center field. Late start, but coming in and making the play is Finley. He broke back on it just a little bit and then recovered to make the play. One away here in the sixth. The Cubs and the Cardinals are coming to town. The Cubs will be in town for 3 night games beginning on Monday, all of them at 7:35, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then the St. Louis Cardinals Thursday and Friday at 7:35, Saturday at 7:05. And then a Sunday night game a week from tomorrow night at 8:05. That's men's cap night, a special Sunday night game. So order your tickets by phone. Call 463-1000 or stop by the many local Ticketmaster locations. A 7-game homestand next week, 3 with the Cubbies and 4 with the St. Louis Cardinals. John Kruk, the batter, doubled to right, knocked in the Phillies' run in the first inning, and then struck out looking his last time up. Looper to left field. This will be in for a hit. Gonzalez gets to it quickly and holds Kruk at first. Put John Kruk on with his second hit of the game. Hit number 5 for the Phillies off Drabek, their first since the 3rd inning. And that'll bring up Dalton. Darren's grounded to short and fly to left. Surprised they're holding Kruk on the way he's moving. Here's the pitch to Dalton, and it's over for a strike. You think they could gamble right now and play off him a little bit and take the hole away. But Bagwell is holding him on. Outside, a ball and a strike. Darren Dalton among the league leaders in runs batted in with 38, 12 homers on the year. Drabek is staying away from Dalton for the most part tonight, and Darren has hit the ground ball to short and the fly ball to left. Now it's 2-1.
Yeah, the ground ball was a low pitch and the fly out was a high pitch.
Well, Dalton hits the ball down harder than he does balls up normally. He is a low ball hitter. Fly ball foul left field side, headed towards the crowd, and it will go out of play. And there's another ball away from him, and he hit it to left field.
Now this was a pretty good pitch to hit out of way and towards the outside corner, but you see the barrel of the bat not quite catching up to the ball. Dalton was strong enough to hit that ball out of the park in left field if he ever really hits it.
He's hit 2 lifetime home runs off Drabek. Way outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I think Kruk will go.
There's Eisenreich on deck. Three and 2 on Darren Dalton. Kruk does not go, and the pitch, misses. Ball 4, and the Phillies have 2 on.
Kruk didn't go because he can't run, I guess. I mean, he's hurting. It hurts him to run. Didn't want him involved in a lot of stops and starts.
And also, Fergosi knew he had a strikeout double play there if Dalton were to strike out. And Darren's going to not ground into many double plays anyway. So here is Eisenreich, who has a single to center, and he's grounded hard to second. He's hit it hard both times tonight. Outside corner for a strike. Eisenreich 4 for 12 lifetime off Draybeck. Ball he hit to center field in the first inning was the one on which Kruk was thrown out at home plate. 2-1 in favor of Houston. We're in the sixth. Phillies threatening against Draybeck. High, ball one. Don't get that many chances against Draybeck. They really haven't had a good scoring chance since the third inning. And have one now with 2 on. Playing Eisenreich basically straight away in the outfield. Take the alleys away from him. Boy, he can throw that breaking ball over.
Right down there, it dropped around the knees. Good pitch.
And the count 1-2 on Jim. On deck is Milt Thompson. Service tried to steal one out there, and it was outside.
Well, he got a call there before. That's probably why he threw it there again. He didn't get that call.
He sure framed it. Count even on Eisenreich. Kruk at second and Dalton at first with 1 out. Eisenreich hits it to Bagwell. He'll go to second, and that's all they'll get. Play by Bagwell to get the lead man Dalton, and the Phillies now have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Sound like he might have broken his bat on that one.
Didn't hit it too bad, though. This fella Bagwell hasn't missed anything in this series.
Stankiewicz not even thinking about a relay to first. He turned to look to make sure that Kruk hadn't gone too far around third base. So Eisenreich on the fielder's choice. There's Bagwell and what he just talked about, and he has been outstanding. A lot of good first basemen in this league. Milt Thompson 0 for 2. Strike called. Milt hit it hard to left his first time out, and then hit a fly ball to Gonzalez in the fourth. 0 for 2 at 287. He's knocked in 16 runs. Thompson, a little nubber out in front of the plate. Draybeck gobbles it up, throws him out, and the Phillies miss a scoring opportunity there in the sixth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2. Still 2-1 Houston.
It comes specially equipped with dual airbags, cruise control, air conditioning, 4-speaker AM/FM cassette stereo, and power accessories like luxury sedans costing twice the money. The 1994 Nissan Altima GXE. It not only defines what a luxury car should be, it redefines what a luxury car should cost. Lease the Altima for just $750 down and $229 a month for 36 months.
I can take care of myself in the ring, but in my car, I've got to protect a lot more than just my pretty face. Like George, 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 and George. That's why I trust my brakes to Meineke. They're experts, so I get high-quality service at a low price. Heck, with all these Georges, I can use that extra money for food.
Now more than ever, at Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
You deserve a break that day. The Phillies meet the Marlins in another Fun Day Midday Mellon PSFS Business Person Special, Wednesday, June 29th, 1:05. Go ahead, treat yourself. Order your tickets now. Call 463-1000.
How much closer are our precision heads? Our innovative lift and cut system? How much better is the latest Norelco? In a word, we've never brought you closer. The Norelco Razor, our closest shave ever.
Tonight's Phillies game is brought to you by Bud Light. It won't fill you up, never let you down, so make it a Bud Light. By Motorola Pagers, never miss an important call. Pocket a pager from Motorola. And by the Yellow Pages, 9 out of 10 people use the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Craig Biggio leads it off, followed by Jeff Bagwell, then Ken Caminetti, the heart of the order for Bobby Munoz. And a breaking ball over for a strike. He lived on an error by Quinlan in the first inning, did Biggio, and then grounded to third. He also was picked off second in the first. Strike 2 called on the second baseman. Jammed him, fouled it back to the screen. Cincinnati Reds have scored 6 runs in the 8th inning and now lead the Mets 8-5. After the Mets had led twice in that game. Fly ball right field, hit pretty well, but Eisenreich has it. 1 away. And Bagwell, the batter. He's knocked in a run with an infield out in the first inning. That was the second run for the Astros. That's the run they lead by at this point, and he's hit a fly ball to center. For Bagwell, his 51st run batted in. Mike Piazza and he went into the games tonight tied with 50 for the league lead.
Probably Munoz's last inning. He's the third hitter in the top of the 7th.
Bagwell takes it outside. Andres Galarraga and he were tied for the league lead. Piazza second. Inside, there's John Vukovic, who just walked down the bench. And that could be what Whitey's talking about. This could be Munoz's last inning. Bobby has now equaled his longest outing of the year, 5 1/3. That coming the other day in Chicago. Low, ball 3. Caminetti waits on deck. Pours through a strike, and it's 3-1 now on Bagwell. Bagwell with that wide open stance, spread way out in the batter's box. Fouled away. This is a guy who looks like he likes to hit.
He takes some rips.
Some strong arms on him too. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's that wide open stance, spread out in the batter's box. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit, center field. Dykstra has it on a big hop and gets it back in. And Bagwell on with a 1-out hit.
He's getting his pitch and he's hitting it. You know, a lot of hitters get their pitch and they don't hit it all the time. He doesn't miss it much.
Got himself a nice little 3-2 fastball there and leveled off on it nicely. That is hit number 4 for the Astros. The Phillies have out hit the Astros by 1, but trailed by a single run. Caminetti takes it high, ball 1. He is struck out and grounded out unassisted to Kruk. Ken Caminetti, who injured his knee at the vet last week and missed several games, but back playing here this weekend. Switch hitter. Line smash, base hit. And getting it back in is Milt Thompson. So the Astros now have 2 men on for the first time since the first inning. And there's 1 out. And that might get the bullpen up as Johnny Padres heads down towards the far end of that dugout. There is no bullpen area here for the players to sit in this ballpark. They all sit in the dugout. Here comes Padres out to the mound, and the bullpen will get up. That's Paul Quantrill, who pitched in the game here last night. Got knee in the thigh on that weird play at first base. But says he's feeling better here tonight. Here comes Padres out to talk to his big right-hander. Johnny usually just comes out and says something positive. He says he uses when he has to be critical, he does it when they're throwing on the side between starts, so they go down and work on things. There's Quantrill. And he says he never liked anybody coming out and getting on him when he pitched. Quantrill and Billy Hatcher acquired the other day for West Chamberlain. Luis Gonzalez 0 for 2. Has grounded to Kruk and grounded back to Munoz. 2 on with 1 out. Fouled away. Still a 2-1 ball game. Phillies want to keep it there. Munoz scheduled to bat third for the Phillies in the 7th inning. So as Whitey mentioned, this will probably be it for him. And they're trying to get him through this inning. Astros with 2 men on and 1 out. Bagwell at second and Caminetti at first. Fly ball foul out of play. So he's ahead of Gonzalez 0-2. Luis Gonzalez from Tampa.
Probably throwing that big hook now. When he gets it over or near over, he's had pretty good luck with it.
There it is, but it was too far outside. And it's 1-2.
That's what they are. They're hooks, but he's not getting them anywhere near where he wants to throw them.
No, they're not even close enough for him to go fishing for them or freeze him. Fly ball to left. Thompson broke back a little. Now he's there and makes the play. 2 down. Made some good pitches there on Gonzalez to get him out. And now he'll face Scott Service, who has grounded out and doubled to right center. This guy Munoz really has to bear down against now because his night could possibly be over. And he could leave this game trailing just 2-1 if Service doesn't hurt him here.
He's only allowed 1 earned run.
Last time out, he gave up 3 runs. There's Draybeck, who pitching his normal fine game. Last time out, Bobby gave up 3 runs, 2 earned. He's given them 2 pretty good starts here in a row.
Scott Service's birthday today.
And he celebrated it with a double to right center his last time up. Low with a breaking ball, 1-0. Andy Stankiewicz, his shortstop, on deck, and then Draybeck due to bat. Atlanta won their game tonight 4-2 over the Dodgers. And now a final at Cincinnati. They beat the Mets 8-5. San Diego and Florida are tied 3-3. They go to the bottom of the 9th. Montreal won earlier today 6-1 at Wrigley. Service a check swing foul right at Doug Draybeck, who decides he's going to move. Draybeck was up there by the screen, and now he goes and sits down. A ball and a strike on Service. Whistling fastball comes inside, 2-1. Bobby Munoz is 26 years of age. He was the Yankees' 15th round pick in June of '88. 6'7". 2 balls and a strike on service. Base hit right field. Bagwell's being waved around. Eisenreich's throw is not in time, and Scott's service hurts Bobby Munoz here in the 6th inning with a base hit, and the Astros lead it 3-1.
That's a big one for Houston. Eisenreich's throw was a good throw, but it was late.
Caminetti moved to 3rd on the play. So Service, who doesn't hit much for average, seems to hurt the Phillies in key situations. He did it last week. And here he gets a base hit to give Drabek and the Astros a 2-run lead in the 6th inning. Stankiewicz has walked and lined out to Eisenreich. He flinched on that breaking ball, and it was over for a strike.
This guy kicked around in the minor leagues for quite some time.
Coming over here from the Yankees in the offseason. 1-1. They were teammates last year, Munoz and Stankiewicz. Bottom of the lineup now hurting Munoz. 2 outs in the 6th inning and a run in, and still 2 men on base. Broken bat ground ball to Quinlan. He will go to Morandini, and they just get Service at second base. In the inning, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. Harry Callis back with Whitey in the 7th inning. The Astros lead it 3-1.
I'm bored. Let's count the palm trees again. Why are you looking at me like that, Iggy? You okay? Cut it out. You're weirding me, man. Stop looking at me like that, would ya? You're creeping me out. Cut that out, man.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Iggy, you're gonna twist my head off. Iggy.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
At Geo, we've thought a lot about safety. That's why Geo Prism comes with standard dual airbags and available anti-lock brakes. In addition, it's equipped with a rugged steel safety cage. You see, we not only want to make accidents easier to avoid, we also want to make them easier to walk away from.
Call 1-800-GET-TO-KNOW and get to know Geo Prism with over 100 standard safety features.
What would you do with a Motorola pager?
Mom's not home. Pager.
With a Motorola pager, the important people in your life can always reach you.
Cool, this works.
The affordable, portable Motorola pager.
Houston leads after 6 innings, 3-1. Tonight at 11, these men and women risk their lives to save others. Don't miss Emergency Call, only on PHL 17. And Harry Callis with us in the 7th. Harry?
All right, thanks, Rich. Kevin Stocker leads it off. He's flied out and grounded out. Tony Longmire has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Tom Quinlan. And then we'll have a pinch hitter for Bobby Munoz. Heathcliff Slocum is up in the Phillies bullpen. Ken Baptiste also loosening the bullpen. He'll come in to play 3rd. 1 ball and no strikes to Kevin Stocker. Pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
He balls in a strike to Stocker. Billy Hatcher has grabbed a bat. Phillies dugout, Tony Longmire is on deck. Ground ball hit sharply, but Biggio has it. Stocker's retired, one down.
Biggio plays every left-hand batter to pull and comes up with some plays. Once in a while they get by him on the right side, but not in that hole.
Tough loss for the Mets tonight. They went into the bottom of the 8th with a 5-2 lead and ended up losing the game 8-5. Cincinnati got 6 in the 8th to beat the Mets 8-5. Here's Tony Longmire. He is batting for Tom Quinlan, and Ricky Jordan has moved into the on-deck circle. 1 ball and no strikes to Longmire. Longmire hitting a 171 as a pinch hitter. He's 3 for 14. Change up pulled him. 1-1. Missing with a breaking ball. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Longmire. Fouls it out of play. Full count. Houston's going to get that left-hander Mike Hampton up. Al Stottlemyre, pitching coach. Longmire works a walk. That's the third walk given up by Drabek. And that'll bring on Ricky Jordan as a pinch hitter for the pitcher Bobby Munoz. Ricky Jordan batting at .294, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. As a pinch hitter, he is nothing out of 8. Ricky lifetime against Drabek, 3 for 10. Just missing with that breaking ball. That breaking pitch over. It's 1-1. Bouncing ball is short, might be 2, and is a double play ground out. That will retire the side for the Phils. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. Stretch time at the Astrodome. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Houston leads it 3-1.
Don't you have anything to fit me?
No offense, Mr. Jones, but you are a little on the small side.
I need more choices.
Harry, give me those genuine yellow pages. Look, choices. Italian, Greek, Chinese. You want more?
Those are restaurants.
That's right. You put some meat on those bones and come back and see us.
9 out of 10 use it.
Mexican, barbecue.
The genuine Val Atlantic yellow pages.
How about a smorgasbord?
I can't believe there's so much to do. I can't believe the fun goes on the whole year through. The time of your life is just a phone call away. 1-800-VISIT-PA. America. America starts here in Pennsylvania. Good times any time of year. America. America starts here.
Tough day, huh, kiddo?
We're doing fractions and math. And Gracie Gibson kissed me on the playground in front of everybody.
Ah, sounds like you need a bedtime story.
Mom.
Car chases?
Cool.
When your day needs a little turnaround, Blockbuster has 9,000 ways to make it a Blockbuster night.
How about another story?
Yeah, I got one. With boys kissing girls.
Hello, I'm Dick Vermeil. Can an apple a day keep the doctor away? They do contribute to excellent health. They're high in complex carbohydrates, supply both soluble and insoluble fiber, have only about 80 to 100 calories, contain no cholesterol, and very little sodium and fat.
The Chevrolet game summary. Draybeck has pitched 7 innings, 1 earned run. Back in the first inning, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Munoz pitched well, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, a couple of strikeouts and 1 walk. Phillies, a couple of errors in the first inning, led to 2 runs. Kruk has had a good night with a double and a single and the Phillies RBI.
Doug Draybeck leads it off against Paul Quantrill, the Phillies' new pitcher. Kim Baptiste comes into play third base. 1 ball and 1 strike to Draybeck. Quantrill pitched his first National League game last night. In 1 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits and 1 run, no strikeouts, 1 walk.
This is a play that he hurt his thigh on. This play was hit in the thigh by Eusebio, the catcher. He's back tonight.
In the hole, a base hit for pitcher Doug Draybeck. Well, Draybeck singles in the hole. He's a leadoff base runner.
Doing that high slider. Draybeck able to get the good part of the bat on and pull it.
Brings on James Mouton. Mouton has an infield single, is lined to right and struck out. One strike to Mouton. Cut, fouled it back. Quantrill at Boston was 1-1 in 17 games, all of them out of the bullpen. He had a 3.52 ERA. 23 innings, 15 strikeouts, and 5 walks. 25-year-old from London, Ontario, Canada. Went to the University of Wisconsin. His dad is here for this series. Up down the right field foul line. Morandini runs Kruk off and makes the catch in foul ground. Mouton's retired, 1 down. It'll bring up Steve Finley. Mike Hampton and Todd Jones are up in Houston's bullpen, although Draybeck did hit for himself, and he is a base runner at first base with 1 out. Finley has sacrificed, singled, and lined to right. He's 1 out of 2. Florida came back to beat San Diego 4-3, tied in the 9th, won it in the 10th. In the gap in right center field, over to cut it off Eisenreich. Graybeck will go to third. The Astros have runners at first and third with 1 out here in the 7th.
Finley he laid on that first pitch out away from him. Into the gap in right center.
Andy Carter is going to start throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Right, Biggio, the batter, he's been safe in an error, has grounded out and flied to deep right. One ball and no strikes to Biggio. Two and nothing. Houston leads 3-1. They're threatening to score more here in the 7th. Fouls it out of play. 2 balls and a strike to Biggio. It up the middle, fielded by Stocker and juggled by Stocker. Safe all around, coming in to score Graybeck, and Houston leads it 4-1. Is going to be scored a hit and an RBI for Biggio.
Probably would have got 1 out if Stocker could hold on to the ball, because he did get there. He could have made the play at first.
And that'll bring on Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell is 1 out of 3 with a run batted in, a run scored. Big hack, no contact. Balls and 2 strikes to Jeff Bagwell. Get on the ground to Baptiste. To Morandini 1. Low relay goes into the Houston dugout. Finley will score. And Houston now leads it 5-1. So Bagwell will be safe at first on a fielder's choice.
And an error, allowing Bagwell to take the extra base. Phillies fielding in these first 2 games has been horrendous.
Third error for the Phils. They've all been costly. It's now 5-1. Ken Caminetti, the batter. ball and 1 strike to Caminetti. Two and 1. Three and 1. Ground ball deep short, backhanded Stockard, bounces the throw in time to get Caminetti, and that'll retire the side. Houston gets 1 run, 2 runs of the inning, 1 earned, 1 unearned, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. We go to the 8th. It's 5-1 Houston.
Driver, do you have any Bud Light in your vehicle?
Yes.
And I am Mr. Gallywikich.
You mean Dr. Galakowitz?
Yes, I am. This is so cool.
First time in a limo?
Doctor? In a limo this small.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Ford dealers know some problems can't be diagnosed in the shop, so they have a unique traveling companion, the Portable Vehicle Analyzer. It records engine data in ways no human eyes and ears can. Then it tells us what's wrong, so it can be serviced right the first time. Quality care, where the quality continues.
For service, see your Quality Plus Ford dealer. And while you're there, test drive the new Ford Windstar.
It's like having a Phillies ticket window come right to your home. Call 463-1000 and reserve your tickets in advance. No rushing, no waiting, no hassle. 463-1000. It's like having a Phillies ticket window right in your home.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by AT&T Business Advantage. Let it work for you. By Nissan, we build more into every car and truck we make. Nissan, it's time to expect more from a car. And by Pico Energy. There's a new kind of energy around here, Pico Energy. Lenny Dykstra leads it off for the Phillies here in the 8th. He's twice grounded out and struck out. Hits the ball to deep right field. Mouton back at the warning track makes the catch. So Dykstra's out. 1 down. It'll bring on Mickey Morandini. Morandini is 2 out of 3. He has singled twice and flied out. He has scored the Phillies run. Bill's got that run in the first. RBI double by John Kruk. That's been it off Drabek. One ball and 1 strike to Morandini. Beats the ball foul into the Houston dugout.
They have that fence up there, or screen up there in front of those railings in those dugouts, but a lot of the balls bounce over that. Really be heads up when you're sitting in these long dugouts.
He pops up Morandini on the left side. Ken Caminetti waits. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up John Kruk. Kruk's 2 for 3. He's doubled, struck out, and singled. Darryl Kyle will be pitching tomorrow against the Phillies against Mike Williams in the series finale.
Houston has had good pitching and good fielding and just enough hitting in this series. Darryl Kyle has been wild so far this year.
Leads the league in walks. 1 ball and no strikes. Two and nothing. Out of play, left field side, 2-1. Two outs and no base runners here in the 8th inning. In the air to left field, Gonzalez waits and makes the grab, and that will retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Houston leading it 5-1.
You can't use a mobile phone to say.
Okay, we're ready to sign a contract.
You can't use a mobile phone to whisper.
Daddy misses you too, sweetheart.
A mobile phone will not let you send.
Here comes the fax.
And it will not let you hear.
The meeting's been changed.
Unless
Hello?
the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
It started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that removes deposits for a cleaner engine, reduces emissions for cleaner air, and improves performance. Next time you fill up, rely on the award-winning gasolines from Exxon.
Denny's original Grand Slam breakfast is now just $1.99.
$1.99? Are you out of your mind?
Crazy. You get 2 eggs, 2 fluffy hot cakes, 2 bacon, and 2 sausages for just $1.99.
$1.99? Are you out of your mind?
The Grand Slam, the most famous cooked-to-order breakfast in America, just $1.99.
They usually don't make mistakes here at Denny's.
No mistake. At participating Denny's, the Grand Slam is just $1.99.
Just $1.99? Are you out of your mind?
The original Grand Slam for $1.99. How long can this last?
Looking for Phillies caps, jackets, shirts, Phillies blankets, bags, balls, keychains, mugs, videos, and more? Look for the Phillies official souvenir and gift catalog, and look for the Kellogg's special offer. Call the Phils at 463-1000 and ask for a copy of the Phillies souvenir and gift catalog. Luis Gonzalez leads it off for Houston here in the 8th. He has grounded out twice and flied out to left. Paul Quantrill in his 2nd inning in relief of Bobby Munoz. Munoz giving up 3 runs. Just 2 of them earned. Quantrill's given up 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 unearned. Phillies have not played well defensively here tonight. 1 strike to Luis Gonzalez. One. 2 balls and a strike. play, 2-2. Struck out Gonzalez. First strikeout for Quantrill. One down here in the 8th. And it'll bring up Scott Service, who's had a good birthday. He's grounded out, doubled, and singled, and knocked in a run. Really got jammed and fists it to Baptiste. He throws out Service for out number 2. And it'll bring on Andy Stankiewicz, the shortstop. Stankiewicz's walk lined out to left and hit into a fielder's choice. A little bit wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Fouls it out of play, 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to Stankiewicz. Really jammed him, and he fouled that one out of play. Still 1-2. That's missing inside. It's 2-2. Beats another foul ball. Two balls and 2 strikes to Andy Stankiewicz. Graybeck waits on deck. Graybeck wants to complete this game. It's tied for the league lead in complete games with 3 of them coming into this one. Along with the Phillies' Danny Jackson, Dodgers' Tom Candiotti, and of course the Braves' Greg Maddux. Hop to shortstop or third base. Kim Baptiste calls off Stocker and makes the play. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 9th inning. It's 5-1 Houston.
And remember, you're playing for Bud Light, lady. The boys are back in town.
These guys are good.
Who are you calling guys?
Yeah.
Looks like you're in the finals. Ma'am, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
You're the defending ladies pool champion?
Yes, I am.
It was for immigrants and their children and their dreams. It was for families. For new beginnings. And today, there's still just one reason why we always do our best. It's for you. Mellon PSFS.
Mom, I'm bored.
This is the ride you get with our competitor's gasoline.
How long is this gonna be? Looks like a dweeb. Wiener brain. Vroom, vroom. Mom!
This is the ride you get with Sunoco and Atlantic gasolines. Fill up with our top 2 grades at participating Sunoco and Atlantic stations, and we'll give you 5 free Collector's Edition baseball cards. Collect the set featuring 24 of some of today's hottest players.
Hey, how about all of mine for all
A more enjoyable ride from Sunoco and Atlantic.
After 8 innings of play, it's Houston 5 and the Phillies 1. Tomorrow at 8, Xavier St. Cloud returns to kill the Immortals with the help of Mortal Mercenaries on Highlander, only on PHL 17. Darren Dalton leads it off for the Phils. He is grounded out, flied out, and walked. Phils have just 5 hits off Draybeck. 3 of them came in the first inning. Draybeck trying to complete his 4th game of the year. That would lead the league. And looking for his 8th win. Came into the game with the 4th lowest ERA in the league at 2.42. If he gives up just 1, of course, he'll lower that. Two balls and no strikes to Darren Dalton. Two and one. Cardinals got a 9th inning run to beat San Francisco 2-1. Bagwell, 1 down.
He's always in the right spot, or at least he has in the games the Phillies have played against him this year. A wicked line drive, and he didn't have to move. Made all the plays at first.
Brings on Jim Eisenreich. He is singled in 3 at-bats. Serves a fly ball into left center. Gonzalez makes the play. 2 quick outs for Draybeck here in the 9th inning. And we'll bring on Milt Thompson, who is nothing out of 3. Draybeck, the way he's pitching this year, might give that Greg Maddux a run for the Cy Young. The way he's starting. But Maddux is also pitching superbly.
Kid's run average is under 2, isn't it?
Yep.
1.8, 1.9 something.
How about 1.34?
Ooh.
1.34 for Maddux. Chris Hammond's next at 1.92. Jeff Facero 2.34, and then Draybeck at 2.42. This should be the ball game if it stays in play. Caminetti will catch it and does. So 1-2-3 inning for Doug Draybeck, and the great right-hander wins his 8th ball game. Now leads the league in complete games with 4 of them as the Phillies go down in order in the 9th inning. And Houston wins it by a score of 5-1, taking the first 2 games in this series and keeping a game lead on Cincinnati in National League Central. 5-1 final Astros. We'll be back with Toes and recap in a moment.
It's been our observation that people don't necessarily like the idea of getting older.
It's a gut be gone. Roy just loves his.
In which case, we have a suggestion.
Ta-da! Now make a wish, wish.
A 175 horsepower fountain of youth. The 94 Isuzu Rodeo. Practically amazing.
Oh, look at all this great stuff you get free just for renting 3 movies from Blockbuster. The Blockbuster bonus box. You have a regular bar. Ooh, Oh, the cracker, and the chili club, and silver, and also the top. Oh, that's funny.
Rent 3 movies at Blockbuster Video, get the bonus box free, and make it a blockbuster night.
This summer, get ready to roll at Napa, the place more people rely on to keep their vehicles running and to help them save. Your choice, AC or Autolite resistor spark plugs, 74 cents after rebate. Napa Silver oil filters are as low as $1.99. And spruce up for summer with Colorline spray paints, just $1.29 per can. So stop by your nearest Napa Auto Parts store today and get ready to roll.
We keep America running. We keep America running.
It's a free photo pack with pictures of Phillies players for kids 14 and under, compliments of Mellon PSFS. When the Phils play the Braves, Sunday, June 26th at 1:35. Free photos, Big Bad Braves. Call 463-1000.
Doug Draybeck gave up a first-inning run, and that was it as Houston won their second in a row over the Phils. 5-1 final tonight for the winning Astros. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6. For the Phils, 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors, leaving 5. Draybeck the winner. He's 8-2. The loss goes to Bobby Munoz. He is 0-2. Phillies gloves hurt them tonight, but so did our Chevrolet player of the game, Doug Draybeck, who wins his 8th game and now leads the league in complete games as he pitched his 4th complete game of the year. 5-1 final. Houston back with more from the Astrodome in a moment.
What would you do with a Motorola pager?
Never miss a meeting.
What would you do?
Mom's not home. Pager.
What about you?
All right, you got the pager number, right?
We're going out.
Cool, this works.
What would you do? You could go anywhere, do anything, and still keep in touch with the people you want to keep in touch with. So what are you waiting for? Get the pager from Motorola, the leader in paging.
The winds of change are blowing away old ideas and bringing the all-new Ford Windstar. A totally new minivan. Windstar's innovative design moves the wheels out, stretching the wheelbase, creating the most passenger and cargo room of all leading minivans. And with a quieter interior, Windstar takes the minivan in a whole new direction. The all-new front-wheel drive Ford Windstar. The future of minivans begins today.
What a personality!
Oh, you could say that again.
What a personality!
And not bad to look at either. You know, I've seen pictures and TV, but nothing compares to the real thing.
The food and the show.
The entertainment.
Oh, the excitement.
This is the best night of my life.
Better than my wedding night.
Oh, mine too.
Someone deserves a lot of credit.
I wonder what it is that makes resorts so special.
Oh, who cares?
Folks, this is an Al-a-thon break for your pal and mine, Al Bundy. Al Bundy needs your help. He suffers for all of us. With a wife who loathes him, kids who don't respect him, even a dog that eats better than he does, he's at the end of his rope.
Life didn't pass me by. It sat on my head.
Can you find it in your heart to help Al Bundy? By watching Married with Children right here on this station.
Weeknights at 6:30 and 7 on PHL's.
Behind the outstanding pitching of Doug Draybeck and good defense, Houston winning tonight by a score of 5-1 over the Phils. Draybeck wins his 8th, his 4th complete game, leads the league in that department. Bobby Munoz pitched well tonight for the Phillies, but he was a loser, 0-2, and Munoz has had 2 good starts since coming back from Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. Our next telecast here on the Phillies television network will be tomorrow afternoon for the final game of this series with the Astros. Mike Williams against Darryl Kyle. We'll be on the air at 2 o'clock for the pregame show with Neil Hartman, followed by the Phils and the Astros. Check your local listings for the games carried in your area. Once again, the final score from the Astrodome, Houston 5 and the Phillies 1. For Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler, Harry Callis, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon for Game 3 on the Phillies television network.
Phillies baseball has been brought to you by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By Chevrolet, the cars and trucks 36 million people depend on every day. Genuine Chevrolet. Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. The Yellow Pages 9 out of 10 people use. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. For 56 years, the health insurance company you can lean on.